Hello, welcome back everyone. I'm going to share another little exercise with you that I had a heck of a lot of fun with when I first started learning it. Try to imagine with me just for a moment. Perhaps you've seen the video about the Shambhala energies, the Shambhala attunements. I was actually doing an attunement for a gentleman from Belgium one particular day, and I was doing, just working through the particular sections of the attunement, and I remember that I got to the end where I was anchoring his feet and the energies of Shambhala through him, and I just finished with that. And normally what we do is we stand up and we move around and we go behind the person to finish the attunement. And this particular day I felt that they wanted me, my guides, the entities that were working with me, they wanted me to stay there. And it was kind of comical because all of a sudden it felt as if my hand was like thrown up like that. Now, whether that was myself or whether it was something that they did, I'm going to leave that in the middle because they might carry me away in that little white wagon, But anyways, all of a sudden my hand was up there, and of course I could feel the energy, and then my hand dropped down a little bit, and then it dropped down another little bit. By this time, I'm at the height of the throat chakra, and it was like, okay, what are you guys doing? And I didn't really get an answer, but then I went down to the heart chakra, and all of a sudden, the penny dropped. And it was like, you guys are showing me how to work with the chakras here. And it was like, they were laughing at me. And I could really feel how, I got the answer, yes, obviously. Of course, I got the answer, yes. So it was like, well, wait a minute, you guys. So I went back up with my hand and I said, well, if you're going to show me this, show it me now that I know what I'm doing, and show me what I'm feeling. And while I was scanning his crown chakra, I could actually feel the energy flowing. In fact, actually, you that are watching this film at the moment, it's quite possible that you'll feel my energy flowing into your crown chakra. And the comical thing after that was, I got the clear statement inside of me, would you like to know how to unblock a chakra, Ian? Many of us have blockages in our chakra for whatever reason. And it was like, well, yeah, I'd love to learn how to do that. It's kind of comical, really, because the way they showed me how to do it, and they showed me actually a bottle of wine with a corkscrew, and they showed me popping out, screwing the corkscrew into the bottle and popping out that cork. And it was like, okay, well, this is kind of strange. What are you trying to show me here? Well, they eventually showed me that if I do this while I'm in front of one of the chakras, and I'm going to do it sideways on so that you can see it, I was basically just turning my hand in an anti-clockwise fashion, and I noticed that my hand was going further and further back, and I felt the difference in the energies that were flowing into my palm chakras. And eventually, all of a sudden, I just felt just like the popping of the cork, I felt. And it was like there was a really strong energy then flowing into my hand palm. And I thought, well, okay, this is pretty cool. I like this. And, of course, then the energy all of a sudden stopped. And it was like, okay, guys, what's happening here? Why has it stopped? Have we emptied him? We saw him disappearing like an empty balloon around the room. And we didn't want that, of course. So, no, they just said, no, just a minute, Ian. Now turn it the other way. And I started to turn it the other way. And actually what I felt was that it was as if there was a beam of energy coming down towards my hand, and it was as if I was pushing new energy or guiding new energy into the chakra. So it was like we were pulling the energy from source and guiding it into each of these chakras. And what they told me was, sometimes when you're doing this sort of thing, deblocking the chakras and realigning them or re-energizing them, sometimes it's necessary to pull directly from source and to guide into each individual chakra. When you've done that and you've got rid of all of the blockages, you're really powerfully energizing anybody that you're doing this little exercise with. Well, I'd like to say, be willing to experiment with this. If you have a friend and you want to learn how to work with the chakras, then by all means use this little exercise. And like we said before, this is you know, when we're taping these kind of things, we can only give you about 7 or 8 or maybe, well, maximum 9 minutes and 59 seconds. So we can't really give you everything that we really would like to in all of these short films. We will at some point be making longer films, and we will be placing them somewhere else so that you can order them. So if you'd like us to do that, then please do let us know. Send us an email, and I'm going to put my email address at the bottom here so that you can reach us. And so that, you know, there's a lot of times as well when we're putting these things on there that there are going to be questions arising. Maybe we missed something. Don't be afraid to connect with us and let us know, or ask your questions. I mean, that's what we're here for. So do connect with us and do let us know if you have questions, or if you've got questions after you've played with any of these videos that you're watching right now. Well, for this moment in time, thank you for listening again, and thank you for working with us with these little exercises. Thank you. Namaste.